The next thing that I want to briefly discuss is the smell of the hair. Again, I'm focusing on the ombre hair because that's the one I plan to install first. But as I smell the hair, it doesn't have any type of negative smell. I can say that. However, many YouTubers report a smell, and in all honesty, I feel like everything is up to personal opinion, unless it's a very foul smell. So for me personally, I smell a smell that smells like hair that has had some type of processing. Again, this is ombre hair, so we know it has been processed in some way. It is not a foul smell. It is not offensive to me in the least, and it does not stink. It is something that to me is totally acceptable for hair that has been ombre. Now, when I smell the natural state hair, I can report back to you and let you know if there's any difference. But for now, this hair here, it's the ombre hair. It smells fine. It does smell like, some maybe like a stiff stuff type of smell, or not necessarily stiff stuff, but some type of process has been done to it. But it's nothing offensive. I wanted to also make a quick note of the shipping. This shipping was extremely fast. I mean, fast. I was frantically looking for hair, couldn't make a decision, had lots of issues with Alliexpress, wound up going through PayPal, paying the seller directly, but the shipping came like super fast. So I believe I ordered this hair on a Saturday and it came by a Tuesday. It may have been a little later than that, but the bottom line is this hair came super duper fast. When I used PayPal, she sent me my tracking information immediately. Her communication was exceptional. She actually called my cell phone several times, checking up on me, checking up on, my preferences for the hair, checking to make sure that everything that I wanted for this hair was exactly what she would send. She informed me about sending me the tracking number that same night. Within 5 hours, I had a tracking number, and today I have the hair. So I can't say anything negative about OYM Hair Factory customer service. They are on top of the job. They want you guys to make purchases, which I did. This is not hair that is sponsored. I wish it was. I would still do an honest review, but I would not have paid what I paid for it, which was $152, I want to say. Again, I'll leave all the information in the bottom so you can just click on it and see. It's not much more than $150 for the ombre hair. Total, I paid $262 for 7 bundles plus a closure. I know you're probably wanting to see the closure. I definitely can give you a peek at the closure, but the closure is again in the natural colored hair. I will be installing this closure along with my ombre hair. So what I'll do is I'll give you a quick peek how it looks in the packaging, and then I'll open it for you guys so you can get a close up, because this will definitely be installed in my hair along with the ombre hair. I plan to use this closure for the ombre color as well as the natural color, so hopefully everything works out for me and it's a great closure. Alright, so I do often use a closure. You're going to see when I continue through my videos that I do not install a closure in any way standard. The way that I install my closure is my personal preference. You may or may not like it. However, I will certainly keep you informed on that, give you a look at how I do that. But for me personally, having ordered several closures, this is a pretty full closure. Each time I order hair, which like I said, I've had over 25 orders with AliExpress, I do in fact order a closure with that. And this closure is one of the best I've seen. I don't know all about bleach knots. Again, like I said, I do my closure differently. So I cannot keep you too informed on the bleaching of the knots. But this is what it looks like. You can kind of see it up against my skin if you like. This is... Okay, out of it. This is what it looks like by my arm, my hand. So you see, it is very similar to my skin tone. May or may not bleach the knots, but it is satisfactory for me. Pretty full. If you want to see it next to the hair so you can compare the wave pattern, I would say that it's a pretty good comparison. Again, perfectionist, I don't know your standard, but for me personally, this is perfectly fine and good enough. This closure was in the length of a 14 inch. So I'm going to do a 14-inch closure. I have the 16-inch hair, the 18-inch hair, the 20, and another 20. So this is the closure that goes along with it. If you want to just see the ends of it, to me, you know, it is a little thinner at the ends, but I'm not minding. I will likely cut some of this off anyway, as well as on the 20-inch. I likely cut off the ends a little bit. I don't need my hair super duper long. I like it full, but I don't need it long. Many of you like your hair really long, and more power to you, but me, I like mine in a medium to long length. It doesn't have to be too long for me. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about this hair, about my experience so far, please feel free to like and comment and subscribe, and I will be sure to get back to you at my earliest convenience. I do have a 2-year-old. I am a school teacher, so I have a lot going on, but I would love to chat with you. One thing I do notice about YouTube, and I'm not going to make an issue of it, but sometimes when I read the comments, they can be harsh, they can be critical. I just hope that anyone who subscribes or likes my page and my video can be positive, because there's no point in going in on one another. There's no point in judging one another. There's no point in fussing about something that's so silly as hair. Hair is important if you're into hair. If you're not, it's not important. Do you. That's what I always say. So if you give a comment, please keep it positive. Please keep it uplifting. Please keep it encouraging, and just keep it moving.